All right, I am back after 4 months. Maybe you missed me, maybe you didn't even notice. Who knows? I'm very nervous to be here actually right now. It's kind of crazy how nervous I am. But basically, life happened. New responsibilities, new job, everything like that. I don't really want to get into it. I did get into it in my last stream I did a couple days ago on Twitch if you really want to see it. Um, First stream in 4 months too. So first video, first stream in 4 months. Basically first bit of activity in 4 months. But we're gonna be playing, or sorry, we're gonna be watching someone else play as my first video back. Isn't that exciting? That tells you that I am probably garbage. I don't want to show you any gameplay. To be honest, I actually did play a little bit the last couple days, and I went up to SSL on ones, so I'm not that bad. I'm just like, there's definitely these moments of questionable skill. But anyway, we're on board with Saint. What's it called? I got a replay review for him. This is SSL 2's gameplay. Honestly, it could have changed a lot since I've been watching, so, you know, I may not be so great at deciding how good this is, but here we go. It may be too advanced for me nowadays, 4 months in. Well, that's not advanced at all, so let's see what happened there. Well, the kickoff, I can tell you that he just didn't jump soon enough. He got way too quick to the ball before jumping. That's definitely the issue there, is like, he actually jumps. In my mind, he jumps before he's landed all his wheels on the ground. So like his jump doesn't go up. It kind of like tilts a little bit when he's jumping. I think that's the issue, but also he's just too low to this ball. This guy gets the height on him and then it hits it up above him. That teammate's also cheating way too close in my mind, too. Hold on, let me check this. Yeah, that's just way too close of a cheat, too. Honestly, I advise stopping kind of where he's at right there. And then he just kept going forward. This is just a really hard cheat. Anyway. Alright. So, one down. Nothing too severe. That's some good 50s. Good bump on that guy. Good bump on that guy, too. Leaves it wide open. And can his teammate score it? Yeah, he can. Alright, so that's some really good bumps. I like that right there. And then I like that he tried to turn back on ball, get some pressure, because he could have left his teammate in that one-on-one. I mean, Rizun, I think, grabbed boost. Let's check. No, see, he doesn't even have boost, and I think his teammate just grabbed boost. So his teammate has the boost advantage, but he also is getting bullied or about to get bumped by a Milvald. But yeah, I would say you could leave your teammate in this one-on-one. Talon's got all the boost in this, but I like that he builds some more pressure on this. Gets that bump on him. Now it's completely wide open for his teammate. Just a great play there. Super easy. Super textbook. I don't know how many goals are scored. Like, I literally don't know the score of this game at all. That's a good pre-flip, speed flip. I don't know what it's called anymore, dude. To be honest, I've noticed that after coming back after 4 months, I'm actually doing it way more naturally now for some reason. Like, knowing when I should flip and when I shouldn't, like, to get further down the field quicker. Like, I like just immediately flipping when you have the time to. Also, interesting that Rizun didn't go. Hold on. Let me watch this. Yeah, I guess he just really thought it would go mid and zero boost. Yeah. But my thing is, if it goes mid, like, it's probably going in the net. I don't understand why he played this. Because, like, if your teammate's going to get it around the guy, then, like, chances are, if he hits it too far to the right, it's going into the net. If he hits it to the left, then it's going to wind up coming out, like, I don't know, here maybe, you know what I mean? He's probably going to hit it either here or in the net, so it's like your two options are that. He's probably not going to send it too far to the right, but like he's probably going to wind up hitting it here or in the net. Comes out here, it's going to come out here, so you really need to be like more to the left. This guy is too far to middle here. I don't like that. Just don't like it. Not a smart move. Anyway, they immediately jump for that. Let's see what could have been done here. Oh, well, that right there kind of screws you a little bit, I would say. Just riding on that wall for no reason not knowing the surroundings. I would definitely say that is probably the biggest issue of this entire play, is that he went up there, then he had to lose all his momentum. Now he's not going supersonic. Probably could have hit this ball a little sooner, and honestly, like, I would prefer to be on the right side of this ball and hit it left instead of being on the left side and trying to hit it right. You see this? So like he's, yeah, right there. He's to the left of the ball when he hits it, and he's trying to hit it right. But like honestly, like if you just want to beat the guy and it's all about beating him and then maybe getting back to your play, I'd probably double jump, hit the ball from the right side of it and hit it left. And then you might be able to flip with it whenever you hit it. Like you could one jump and then go to the right, flip it left, and it bounces off like the wall or something kind of close to Rizoon. But then like because you used your flip left, you'll probably wind up being on this wall or like on this ground right here and then sticking with it and going for that 50 on Rizoon if you have to. Or maybe you could stick so close to it that Rizoon just goes back and doesn't challenge you. But yeah, that kind of play, it's all about just getting it around the guy. You know, you see him turn right there. It's like, yeah, my whole thing is just about getting it around him. What's the fastest I can touch this ball and also keep it away from him? So if he's on the right side of the ball, I want to hit it left. If he's on the left side of the ball, I want to hit it right. You know, just hitting it the furthest away from him while also getting to it the quickest. It kind of does both of those things. That's pretty solid. Hold on, let me... Okay, so only thing I would say is that whenever you start going up the wall, this is risky. If a Milvad does hit it, Vold, whatever, does wind up hitting it off the wall, just even like barely touching it off the wall and then getting it out mid, because you're on the wall, you're in such a bad position for that pass, the potential pass. But like, yeah, just going up the wall now puts you in like a I have to go for it situation. You're not gonna make a good play off the bounce or off like the pass if a Milvad hits it out mid. But I would say this is still solid. It's just something to look at, something to think about. Hit it out mid. Guy misses. Keep touching it. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Try to bump that guy potentially. But, okay, so there's a few things. I mean, I guess we'll talk mechanics here for a second. So, first of all, he jumped, which there's really no need to. So that's going to be my one thing, is that there's no need to jump here. You can literally use all of your boost right here, or like, you know, 20 boost and just drive up and then roll it off the wall out mid and then keep with it. Now you have your flip. Now you can flip it out. But also, this hit right here, now you've done effectively what I'm talking about, but then you're too far. You see what I'm saying? You're too far down below now. So you're too far below. Now, like, your hit is gonna not get that much power on the ball because you hit it with like the top part of your car instead of like the corner of your car or the hood of your car. And also, if you were above it, you could almost hit it down for your teammate. You see how Rizoon's doing the thing that I was talking to you about kind of a couple minutes ago, where it's like he is going up the wall, which means like his really only scenario now is to make sure that he can hit out whatever is about to happen on this bounce. But if he doesn't, and you wind up hitting it and it bounces off the wall and it comes out mid, Rizoon really can't do nothing about that. Because he wants to play the wall game. So now that you've seen that as a defender, it's like, I'm just trying to get it off the wall as soon as possible and make it into a pass. Because if I can make it into a pass out mid, Rizoon's up on the wall, my teammate gets basically all the net to shoot at. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. So the fastest way and the best way is probably just to be around the ball a little higher up and then just like almost hit it down. Or hit it just straight across, and it might even bounce off. You might try to get it to bounce off this and then come out like that. But yeah, it would be a perfect pass for mid. Now I understand like your teammate's not really there, and that's definitely an issue, but I think if you hit it out further, like as in you get more power on it, then it'll come out further into like here whenever it bounces, almost. And then your teammate might be able to make a play. But anyway, just, you know, that would be the realistic approach to this in my mind. But also could have demoed the guy if you decided to stay on the wall and not flip off the wall. I would say you would need to like just cut yourself down even further, like more of a tilting your hood of your car to the ground. That way you could almost like just come off the wall still driving off the wall instead of like trying to jump off because you have to. I hope I'm making sense. You know, it's been months since I've done this, and it's definitely a struggle. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Okay. One more time. Yeah, I want to comment, but it's such a little minuscule thing, so I'm just not going to say anything. Heat of the moment. And I don't even know that it affects anything. So. Ooh, what a bounce. Okay, so hold on. Let me watch how you're playing second man here. Okay, so you're playing second man how you basically should. Which is why you're able to, like, still play some aggression on the next touch. Okay. Any indication that he's gonna go for this ball? Well, the fact that he flipped towards it, I would say, is definitely an indication. The fact that he's flipping towards it like you are, he's probably going for this ball. Especially because they've got you on the back foot. You notice how both of you guys are behind the ball now. So like one's towards their side, the other one you're basically with the ball. You're on your back foot at this point. They're just trying to get it as fast. What's the word? They're just trying to get like the overcommit to happen as quickly as possible. So it kind of does make sense. Like your teammate went. I noticed that your teammate went so far, or not too far, but like he's behind the ball now officially. Like I'm just trying to stall it out. I would say at this point, I'm just trying to make sure that we're not about to get scored on immediately. I would definitely just jump up, touch this, just to touch it, just to have it go up and not that much, like speed on the ball or anything, just to like kind of bandage fix the play here. And it's only I only noticed that just because both of us are behind the ball, and I also watched that guy flip. So now I know he's like me. He has an intention to hit this ball. And that's super dangerous, you know. That easily could have been in the net. Okay. Nice play. So, hold on. Now, I know the play works. Okay, there's a common, what's the word? There's a common phrase I use, which is like, it worked, but was that the best play? It worked, but was that the best play? That's always what I ask. So, this play right here. Emilvald just used probably 50 of his boost. Let's say he's on 100. He probably used 50 right here. We can do we'll do the math later, but so he hits that. Okay, now he uses like boost right here, and he's gonna try to flip to get back to the ball. Now, my thought would be if he does wind up hitting this ball, now he has 0 boost. He's probably not going to get it all the way to my net, so chances are it's going to wind up dropping and hitting the ground. When it hits the ground, unless he just stays on it and then goes for the 50, when it hits the ground, it'll be a free ball for me. And Milval will have 0 boost. It'll be a 2-on-1 because Talon is in front of me with boost. Now that's a really good like dribble play opportunity after all this happens. Now, that's what I would say. This works out. Just barely, let's be honest, just barely worked out. Because it could have went really bad. Like, if a Milvald does wind up hitting this ball after you touch it, then, like, Rizun and Tylen are basically about the same in terms of, like, distance away from the ball. But a Milvald winds up hitting this, like, towards your net. Rizun can turn back around, and now it's probably in your net. Especially because I think Tylen is going for boost. Yeah, I don't know. They're very close though. They're very similar distance from the ball, but I would say yeah, this had the potential of going right back in your net, but it's a really good play. Let me see what he could have done here. Ah, he just did not. He wanted to go sideways. It didn't pull himself up. that. So like whenever, yeah, see, he needs to be tilting his car up further. And he's like sideways whenever he jumps. Now he's sideways. Now he can't get any like height or. This is okay. So this is something we advise for. What's the word? I advise it before you jump to have your car like this. Let's use this pin as your car. So if your car is sideways before you jump, that means with just a little bit of turn, like left or right or whatever, right? Just a little bit of turn, you can now do this or you can now do that on the goal, right? So if you now jump like this and now you're in the air and you have your car like this, how much boost are you going to need or momentum on time to do this or to do this when you're actually in the air like this? Did we know it's a freaking lot. It's a lot, okay? But like it would take no time, no boost to just tilt your car up or down whenever you're actually on the wall. So I always recommend people be basically in the middle of the net. Hold on. In terms of, hold on, I'll show you real quick. So like here, right? Like middle of the net, but sideways, right? That way, before you jump, if you want to tilt up or down, it works. But like once he jumped and he's like this, now he's got like no real option to go up. He can't get up quick. Like especially though he was like tilted almost. He wasn't like this. He was like that. But yeah, that's what I would say is like he had the right idea. It's just he didn't need to jump sideways. He needed to tilt his car up a little bit right before he jumped. Also that made me dizzy. Yeah, see, okay, so I advise that. I advise he basically was just too. This is what it comes down to. He's too late in all of this. He needed to get on that wall like a half a second to a second earlier. That way he's like this on the wall. Then he can go up or down depending on where the play goes. But he's trying to do that too late in the process. Now he's like what he should be on the wall, but he's in the air. So there's no way to really go up or down. He's just too late in reacting to all that. Really, he should have. Okay, so that happens. He could have played that other side. That's what's crazy. He could have played the other side of the net, and that probably would have worked too. But it's that right there. By the way, it's that right there. It's that cut to the right where he stops. He slows himself down, and then power slides. Now all your momentum's gone, and he doesn't even do it right. You see, yeah. See, he overturned. Now he's tilting it back. That turn is just jank. That turn is jank. That's what it comes down to. If he would have just turned and then drove up the wall, he would have already been there. But yeah, that turn is what kills you. It's funny that ground turns are just so important for every like play that you make. Like having a good ground turn would have saved him that. That was a really long explanation for. But I think it's super. It's that those little bitty things, because like the higher up you get, those little bitty things are the difference between like saving that ball and winning the game and not saving it and losing. You know, it's unfortunately that's just the way it is. Those little 1% make all the difference. Okay, we'll watch all this back. I would say all of this is appropriate. Yep, that's super appropriate. You made a Milval to use his boost. Thailand's could have went, but I'm kind of glad he didn't, because now they don't really have that much boost. They're on the back foot. You can go. That guy gets it. Fakes. Hit it down. Good 50. Okay, so this is all really... I would say this is all pretty textbook. Rizun goes... Now, I will say, we know he doesn't have that much boost. Yeah, I was about to say, we knew he didn't have that much boost. Is it wise to go up and use all your boost to make sure that he doesn't do anything? The truth is, he's not going to do anything anyway. That's just my genuine opinion based on how much boost I know they probably had, because he didn't grab any. So, like, I know that Rizun, when he goes up, is not going to do very much. Okay, I mean, he's just not. Even if he had 20 boost, I don't think he's doing that much. So, I would just let him cook, and then he would probably give it right back to your teammate if he winds up, hitting it like towards your net. He's probably gonna just like hit it right to your teammate, then your teammate gets it. Or like he does wind up faking here, and then you're right down at the ground and you can stop him from like continuing to the play. So I would have said to just not jump up. Also, you had a ton of boost and you used a lot of it to have to, actually, did you use that much? Like 28, but still, you know what I mean? You lost a lot of position, a lot of time where you could have been somewhere, but now you can't be. But that's a good recovery to that. That's a good 50 on that play. Ooh. Ooh. Nah. Wrong. Ugh, no. So, number one, I don't know about this play from him. That probably was just not the best idea. Could have honestly. How much boost? See, he used so much boost for this too. Could have just dropped down to the ground and then like 50'd or dribbled it or double jump, you know, like anything. It's just not that effective of a play. But anyway, it's not the point. Point is, he's gone. Okay. They hit it up in the air. Now, Rizun knows he screwed up. This is, when you watch this play, everyone in this lobby knows what just happened. Somebody just screwed up a catch. Okay, so Rizun, I don't know how much boost he has, but I'd have to imagine he has a decent amount. But he's going to use so much of it to barely send the ball forward. Let's be honest. The ball is not, it doesn't have any momentum. He just killed the momentum of the ball. It's only going up, and he's right under it. So it means he's not going to be able to, like, lift it and then send it further down. So literally, like, whatever he does, but however much boost he uses is usually just going to be in vain. And they're both going to be sitting in net with, like, you know, not that much possession. So I let Rizun take this. I let Rizun do whatever he wants to do. He's probably going to hit it right back to Thailand after you miss this. He would have done that anyway. See what I'm saying? Yeah, see, that all would have happened regardless of you jumping up or not, because Rizun got panicked. He screwed up that play and he knew he was panicked. You do got to understand, you know, sometimes it's like, okay, that's a bad play. Like, let it play out, because I know they're going to try to make the immediate correction. We're at a level where, like, when people make mistakes, they're just going to try to do an immediate correction. And a lot of times it's by pure panic. And that's what you'll see in 1v1s too. I do a lot of, like, fakes and stuff. It's just pure panic of what could happen because everyone's so fast. But I would have just let him play this whole thing out. He's just so much closer to the ball than me. And I know that I really can't make a play happen. Worst case, and I'll tell you, worst case is not you missing this. Worst case is you 50 it with the guy and it comes out really far out. It could. Like, you could 50 with the guy, he hits it up, you hit it like straight, and it winds up just bouncing off the backboard and then going, like, there's a lot worse things that can happen. Or you hit it to the left and then it's further away from your teammate and a Milvow is closer to the ball. Like, see that right there, that's pretty much what you're looking for. So, like, I could have went, you could have went, but, like, you know, your play's not going to do anything if you just went for that and hit it straight. Like, so then you let Rizun take, he screws up, he panics, then you can hit it back, scare him some more. You know, could you have put that in net? I don't know, probably not, but, you know, I like that because it's just like, yeah, he panicked, let him do that whole thing. They're still panicking, and they have no boost either. I would have liked if you would have grabbed that boost, but it's all good. Unfortunate miss. I like that you keep playing on ball. It's crazy. I've noticed the last couple months since I've been gone, like, just how much, like, playing on top of the ball matters. I mean, it just does. Like, you just have to all the time. You hope that it doesn't screw up, like, and something bad doesn't happen, but, like, man, it matters. Also, see, like, Milvow just did it to you, so, like, you knew you screwed up right there. Like, right, this touch, yeah, we all know that's jacked up. But it's like, you see how you, like, try to panic, oh god, and then he just sits there. It's these little things that in ones it'll definitely help if you kind of wait for people to correct their screw ups and you don't react to the immediate one. I've done that so much actually recently. I watched someone screw up and then, like, literally they'll miss and I'll start to go, but I'm too far away, and then they'll correct it and then dust me on the second play. So, and we have all had it happen to us. We know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just gotta let it play out. Okay. Let's watch all this. See, yeah, way, you know, over the ball here. The guy can't really pop it up that much unless he wants to like flip or something. He's not gonna pop it up just because of how low the ball is bouncing and you know, he's not really under it right now. He's kind of behind it. So this ball is just not gonna go that high, which means like I'm basically taking like I probably honestly with 99 boost and having momentum, I probably just try to clip this ball almost, like not even jump or anything. Just try to clip it and then demo like whoever I can. That's probably what I'm doing. I'm clipping this and then I'm trying, like maybe trying to slightly 50 with the guy, and then I'm going for like a mill or something. And then the 50 goes to my teammate. I demo a mill, hopefully, maybe. And then it's just a one on zero basically at that point. Yeah, because that all, you know, I would have said the same kind of 50 would have happened like if you would have just clipped it and like barely jumped or anything. But anyway. Might have got the demo on a mill too. Let resume go. He's, you know, the sad part is, and I'll say it a million times, is that even in SSL, even in like a high lobby, the truth is like nobody's. I mean, I don't want to say it like this, but nobody's good. Like to a degree, obviously. Like if Daniel's there, I'm not gonna say that, but like the truth is, I watch so many people screw up. And like now they're just using boost like for nothing. I mean that's nothing. I just let it play out and see what happens. Kind of like what you both did there, and I like that. Okay, so 2 options. You have 93 boost. You could just keep going back and then wait for the ball to like bounce and then hit it as it bounces. So like take it further back, and then whenever it comes off that wall and it hits the ground, like you'll be there. This is also a decent move too. I will say I would have liked to grab that boost and then cut back up further. I know on that idea, if I grab boost, chances are I'm gonna have to like catch it as it hits the ground. I'm not gonna be able to get like a big boom, but you know, there's just some options. I wouldn't say like there's anyone that is guaranteed better than a different one. Way too soon to jump up. I would say that. It's just way too soon to be jumping up. You're so far away from the ball. You're going to use less boost getting to the ball. And then you're able to see like if a mill can dust you or not. That's a good thing too. The only thing I'll say to this is that you jumped up so soon that maybe a mill won't go, but let's see. And a mill did have boost. Let me see if this impacted anything. No, he just wasn't gonna go. He just wasn't gonna go for that ball. So it's like you could definitely take your time. Then, like you get to the ball, right? And maybe you're there at the ball now, but you're actually on the ground. Now you can jump up once and use that flip to hit it wherever you want. Way better shot placement, faster hit, everything like that. I mean, or you could even have Tylands hit this ball, and it goes to the far left. You know. There's a lot more options if you stay on the ground here for a longer time. That one, it's like, I bet you from a Mills perspective, like that's the only shot you could take. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's like, you know, he knows exactly where that shot is going. And it might turn into an overcommit goal. Definitely could have. Let me see if there's like a better play for them. Yeah, that's just a bad catch. He should have let it. I think he should have let it go, actually, and grabbed that 100 boost. Let me see. Yeah, let it go, grab that 100 boost. It's probably going to come out to the middle boost anyway. And then you can catch, yeah. That's a little risky, though. It could have bounced really weird, but I don't think so. Alright. Back on it. Oh, good play. Decent 50. Let me. Just too far off. Not enough in the middle of the ball. Kind of rolled off of it. See, like, okay, like, for instance, this play. Why is he up so soon? I just don't understand. Rizun is above the ball, which is like something you don't want to be, you know, because he's just gonna hit it down. And then, like, that's a ton of boost from Was it that much? Let's see. Yeah, it's like 50 boost. So, I mean, it's really not... It doesn't impact anything. Like, yes, the ball... Okay. And I'm guilty of this. I'm super guilty of this. Let's be very clear. Don't, you know, listen to what I say. Don't do what I do. I am so guilty of assuming that because the ball went over to the other person's side, that is an accomplishment. That was a good thing. Sometimes it's not a good thing. Because what happens is, like, let's say let's say ones. Let's talk about ones, for instance. If I use 50 boost to send the ball over to the other side, and the guy is there to catch it, like a mill is, and it's a really good opportunity for him to start dribbling, like, I've left myself in less boost. I've given him more time to start setting something up. Now we've got a challenge, a way harder play to challenge than the one I could have just let go. And I'm just, yeah, there's so many times where, again, like, people think to themselves, like, oh, okay, the challenge went to the other side. That's just great. We achieved, we succeeded. No, there's just sometimes there's, we'll call it bandage play, and then sometimes there's just like a way better opportunity. I would say right there's such a good opportunity to let Rizun just take the ball to you, get a 50 or something on the ground, and then like literally have 100 boost to carry this and like dribble it with 2-on-1 scenario with Rizun no boost. But anyway, set the point. That's risky too. That's super risky too. Again, like, because I know that a mill cannot send this all the way to your net without it bouncing on the ground. When it hits the ground, Talon's gonna be there. When it hits the ground, someone's gonna be there. You're gonna be there, or Talon's gonna be there. So, and I know it's gonna hit the ground before it goes into the net. That's just gonna happen. So like 50ing this, that's just dangerous, because like you could have potentially 50'd that into your net. I don't know. Or, of course, it hits out like that, and then, yeah, Rizun's up. Yeah, see, that's another thing. That's exactly what I was going to say, too. Like, the worst case is it hits, you know, goes backboard, and then someone's actually there for that backboard, like he was, and he actually can hit it in net. Now, thankfully, he sucked, okay? Thankfully, he is not good, but seriously, that set up a bad situation. Good shot. Keeps them on their toes. Leaves you time to go get boost. Ooh. Dangerous. Okay. So that by the way, they did the thing that I was talking about can happen whenever you challenge the ball. When you don't need the challenge, when you don't need to jump and hit the ball. The truth is, if Talon would have just drove at this ball without jumping, like, let's just say, you know, he knows someone's behind him, right? If he knows someone's behind him, he could have easily just went for the demo on Rizun or something like that, or like waited for Rizun to like double jump and then go for that air dribble and then try to bump him or the ball off that air dribble. But like literally, he could have just like not jumped at all and went for like a demo or something. And then that way, like, that flick happens regardless, and then there's not this variable that we can't account for like that, and now you're screwed. I mean, it's like, what just happened? I did not predict that. But let's see if there's anything you could have done a little better. Yeah, it's this whole thing. It's that right there. I would say you're gonna have to think a lot more in the future. What is the word? Read, right? Read. You're just gonna have to read that this is a play that is going to bounce off this wall and come back out mid. See what I'm saying? So like a lot of people, and this is what I saw just right now, is like, again, you're playing for where the ball is and not where it's gonna be. I always say that. Like, the ball is here, okay? It's on your wall. If we just took a snapshot and we removed everything about this and we said, no streak, no anything, and it was just a ball right here, you could think to yourself, hey, it's gonna drop down off the wall, or it's rolling off the wall or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's a world where throw away everything else that we just saw, and we just looked at this picture without any indications that it was moving or anything, and you said, hey, it was just going to drop down, right? And in that situation, what you did was great. But we know that it's like freaking Newton's gravity over here. Like, what comes to the wall must come off the wall, right? So it's like you're accounting for right there what's going to happen. Okay, this is a good play if the ball just dropped like concrete, but it's going to come back out. And in that instance, I need to be there. I need to be close to that. Because nobody's going to shoot the ball. Nobody's getting a shot on net where the ball was, where it was at the wall. Nobody's shooting that. Because no one can. No one's even near it. So that's fine. Just let that play happen. Let that hit off the wall happen. I know it's a panic move, but it's like just let it happen. Then when it comes out, be closer to this play. Try to guard it. But yeah. Okay. It's a panic move. Everyone does it. You know, and that was a fast ball. It's just like, yeah, definitely. Boom. Ooh. Wow, what a play. So only thing I'd say is see how you were tilted left and right? I think that was really good. I think your gut had it right. Like, as in, you made yourself left and right there. See that? You were going straight, then you tilted left and right again. No real reason, but you did. Your gut's right. That's exactly where you should have been. And you could have just stopped moving. So many times, everyone just assumes, like, we should just always be moving at all times. It's like, right there, if he just stopped. Let's just say he, you know, let's put a pin right here. And we said, yeah, he just stopped, saw what was going to happen. Boom. It comes out to him. He's right here. He can make sure that he jumps up, touches the ball without Rizzo even touching it if he wanted to. You know, this is just a great spot to be in. But then, like, people feel like, oh, I just got to keep driving. Maybe they're just, I call it like watching, right? It's like watching the play and just kind of driving around while it's happening and seeing, and then, oh crap, I need to be here. Oh dang. So you're right where you already were. You just took a circle where you didn't need to take a circle, basically. See? Yeah, just a circle. It's like sometimes you got to know, you got to recognize when a good spot's a good spot. Right here, this is a good watching spot because you know, like, you know, you're sideways, you're pretty much sideways. So whatever happens on this side, you can just go drive to it left and right. Remember how we talked about it on the wall, right? So when you're on the wall, like this pin, right? If you go left, really easy turn. Go right, really easy turn. But when you put yourself in a position where you're straight, like this, you know what I'm saying? Straight. Now it's like if the ball comes behind you, full 180. And that's just to get to the ball. That's not even to push the ball forward. So now that you're driving backwards to get to the ball, you then got to cut. You basically got to do a whole 360 to get to the ball and like push it forward. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be too far ahead of the play, and that's what happened here. You went too far ahead for just a second. It was just a split second. It was nothing too serious. But then it's like, oh crap, I need to get guys there. Yep. We're talking again. Unfortunately, this is the kind of topics we have to have in like SSL gameplay. It really is just what, a quarter of a second sometimes, right? A tenth of a second sometimes. Like, it's just really that. Also, that's a panic. That's unfortunate. We'll say a screw up of the, maybe just a screw up of the controller. Let's just call it that. Screw up of the controller, because possibly it was. Ooh, okay. Controversial here. Controversial. But I would tell you maybe to grab that boost. This is all foresight, though. Or like, you know, this is foreseen. I've already seen what happens when you don't grab the boost. But I would have advised you to go just make sure you grab that boost. And that's because, okay, a few reasons. So number one, you don't have that much boost, so you need boost. Number two, when you see how he's on the wall right now, he's not going to immediately make a play happen off that wall. I mean, he might be able to pinch the ball with the ground. Maybe it would go fast, but I just don't think so. I think you go grab that boost. You make basically a 360. Grab the boost, turn around, and then play defense. And I don't know how much boost he has, but I can't imagine it's that much. Yeah, it's nothing. There's no boost. It's kind of what I figured. Just looking at plays, realizing that's how much you got to be thinking about boost counts. and realizing how much can someone do with the limited amount of boost that they have, even in like an SSL level, which I've seen is more. There's definitely more that's being done than used to with 0 boost, but not enough to make it to where like you couldn't get back to this ball with 100 boost and make sure you can defend the net. And a teammate behind you, like, or right behind him. So, but yeah, touching that ball in a not 50 way, I would have taken the 50 here because I know that I have 100 and this guy probably has nothing or close to it. 20 boost, 30 boost, like, and I have 100. I'm willing to go get that boost, then cut and try to do a 50. But grab boost. Okay, so this is another. This is like, dude. Every freaking 3 seconds, I'm seeing something a little wrong here. So, boom, boom. Okay. So I understand wanting boost here. I do. I get it. I really do get it. And you got some boost. You have to be satisfied with 22 here, unfortunately. So right after you grab that boost, you want to be playing this sidewall, turn around, do a back post, because when he did that and you were back post, drive, hit it out into open space, bro. Now you guys got tons of time, all that good stuff. But because you're too far, getting kind of too far ahead of the play, drove forward, get into the middle of the goal, or maybe in like this side of the goal, now you got to almost back it up a little bit. And then that's a bad, like, that's just a rough touch. And it's only because of your positioning. It's not like that's all, like, you made a bad touch. It's just your positioning is wrong or screwed up at the time, Yeah, because you see, you literally have to back up. Nah, that's super dangerous. It works out. But again, I go back to the whole thing. Just because it works doesn't mean it's a good play. Or it's okay. Anyway, so yeah, now you definitely need boost. Go grab all that. Solid little cut there. Might be able to get a goal. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So, word of advice, I will say. Number one, when sending me replays, and this goes for everyone, this isn't him, you definitely want an L. I love watching losses more than wins. And I love watching a lot of goals, because a lot of goals can show me a lot of different reasons as to why you were getting scored on. And the truth is, most people get scored on, probably me too, 5 issues. 3 to 5 concurrent, existing, consistent issues. And that's like makes up 80% of their goals that get scored on them. So if I can watch like 6 goals and see the same thing happening 2 or 3 times, then I know, hey, that's a really big issue that you need to work on. I like watching 5 to 6, 4 to 5 kind of score lines and a loss usually. But anyway, hey, congratulations on the win. No big deal with it. There's still a lot to talk about. Love to see it. That's a really good cut. Only thing this is a little dangerous is all, because if he does double jump, maybe you demo him and it's okay if he double jumps. I would think that's probably what could happen. He could double jump that and then you probably demo him so your teammate still gets the ball and everything. I guess it's really not a dangerous. It's not that dangerous to go for that, honestly. Your option is either beat or like demo the guy so he doesn't get to send it that far. But yeah, congratulations on the win. 3 things I could talk about is and it kind of comes down to the aggression. Like a lot of it, I feel like it's just aggression. So like one was the getting too ahead of yourself, not staying in spots, not willing to take a little bit of a back seat on things, watch things happen or like occur. Another thing was like not, and this kind of, I think this goes for everyone. Like I'm just gonna take it from because I watched so many people in this game. I would say a lot of people in SSL, they didn't just drive and go for like a demo or a good like 50 without even jumping or like leaving the ground really, and just making sure you make the person do what they need to do, which is flick the ball or get them to do a reaction or an action, and then your teammate get that action. And then a lot of just like letting, like, just because we're in SSL or just because we're in like a really high level, I don't know if this is SSL. He said it was, you know, I had to look into it, but let's just say it is. Like, there's, even though we're there's a lot of times where people aren't that good. and it's like, because it's impossible scenarios to ask for. That's the truth, right? Like, if you told me you need to get from freaking, you know, my backboard to the other backboard with 60 boost, and I had the ball in possession, how many times could I do that? 2 times out of 10? 1 time out of 10? I don't freaking know. Maybe 0 times out of 10. But like, we have to start looking at situations and realizing that, like, in the moment, not just like in these replays, but in the moment, being able to train your brain and be like, okay, yeah, that's not a good situation. Me in that situation would probably hit that 2 out of 10 times, and then be willing to deal with those percentages, basically. And then let them come to you, because if they're coming to you with the ball using boost, that means they have very little boost. If I have a ton, I'm willing to hit that 50 if I have to, especially in a 1v1 scenario. This guy that wanted the replay, he's asking like for 1v1 correlation with 2s, and I'm like, yeah, a big thing is letting someone use all their boost and then getting that 50 or something, and then being able to take advantage of potentially a good 50 or a just okay, solid, just regular 50, but you have so much boost to like get back up to the ball, catch it after the play, and then make a play happen off an overcommit or something. So anyway, enjoyed your guys' time. I will see you maybe in 4 months. Who knows? I'll see you in 4 months. No, I don't know. I got a financial counselor job, I think, potentially. So I'm going to be doing dividends and stocks and people's budget, I think. So maybe, like, I don't know, maybe the next videos I come out with are like 2-3 years down the line. It'll just be about your finances, and I can just, like, you know, go into people's finances. I don't freaking know. Okay. All I know is that I haven't been playing Rocket League recently, and the few times that I have, I actually got mad, and I'm realizing, like, why am I playing something that's consistently makes me mad when I do it, or frustrated, or whatever. I don't need more of that in my life. I don't need more stress in my life. I already have enough. There's a reason why I haven't played in months, or streamed in months, or whatever. I got too much things going on right now to be like deciding, hey, you know what, 3 hours of today, I would like to be more stressed out more times. Don't make no sense, right? Anyway, I'll see you guys. Love you guys. Peace out.